Hi kids, welcome to Showtime. I'm Jesse D'Angelo. I'm here to talk about horror fiction and writing, and the topic of discussion for today is I got some new books, right? Cool stuff. So first off, I got the proof copy of my new book, A Collection of Tales. Now this is all done. Like the last one I did, however, if you notice, it's kind of dark. If you're on my social media and you see the postings I've done of this, it's a little bit brighter. This green is like a real neon green. So I sent away for another proof copy. I brightened it up a little bit. But other than that, this is done. Now, on to the stuff that I'm pretty excited about. So, as many of you watching this know, there is a podcast and YouTube channel where they do a show. It's called Written in Red, and it's 4 horror authors. It's Aaron Beauregard, Carver Pike, Roland Bursey Jr., and Daniel Volpe. And it's these 4 guys, and they talk about horror and writing and what their projects are and whatnot. And it's a cool show. And I'm talking to these guys on Facebook, and they're all really cool guys. And I watched their show, and it's a great show. So I was like, hey, why don't I get a book from each of these guys? So I went and I ordered a book from each of them. All right? And I'm stoked to read them all. I've got Slaughterbox by Carver Pike. Right? And I've read another book by Carver already. I've read Grad Night. This is an excellent book. Any horror fans out there, this is really fucked up and twisted and really, really good book. I recommend that. So I got my second book from Carver Pike, Slaughterbox, Diablo Snuff Story. Now, I'm looking forward to seeing what Diablo Snuff is all about. He's got a whole series of books like that. All right. The next book I got is Billy Silver by Daniel Volpe. This looks really cool. I really dig the cover art, and just a really nice looking book. Really short. All of these books are, really short. They're all novellas or novelettes, and so I'm just really looking forward to just going right through them. Next book I got, Roland Bursey Jr., I got Unbortion. That's right, Unbortion. I read a book called Unbortion, and I'll tell you right now, I read this book first because, look, it is so skinny. It's like a long short story, basically. It's like 56 pages or something like that. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm starting with this one. And it's twisted. It's what you would expect from a book called Unbortion. It's basically about an aborted fetus that is somehow still alive and like crawls after its mother, trying to get back inside of her, and it's fucked up. It's well written. It's creepy. It reminds me of, it reminds me of like just a nightmare. Like there's nothing realistic about it. It's completely unpretentious in its writing style. It's almost like a children's book. Or like a nursery rhyme. It's a very simple kind of story, and it reads like a nightmare. There's nothing realistic about it. It's just like, it's the kind of thing that a pregnant woman thinking about having an abortion might have a nightmare about. So this is a really fucked up book. Roland Bursey Jr. has a fucked up sense of, not sense of humor, well, I'm sure he has a fucked up sense of humor, but he is a sick individual, has a sick mind, and this is a really cool book. I recommend it. The last book that I ordered was from Aaron Beauregard, and this is The Slob. Alright, this is the book I'm reading right now, and I'm that far into it. Another nice short book, a novella, and man, really nice cover art. And if you'll notice, it's also got chapter break illustrations. I wasn't expecting that, so these are really cool illustrations in there. And man, for a book called The Slob, it's surprisingly sophisticated. It's really well written. It's really compelling and character driven, and you care about these characters, so it's engrossing. It's not just like splatterfest, disgusting all the time. Of course, I'm not quite halfway through it yet, so I'm sure it's going to get there. But for a book called The Slob, it's really sophisticated and well written. It's a really cool cover. Of all of these books, Unbortion is also glossy, but this is a glossy finish, and most of them are matte finish. And something about this glossy finish on this just makes it feel wet and disgusting. And this artwork is just, I don't know, it makes me want to take a shower. It's just gross. So anyway, I'm loving all these. I'm going to let you guys know what I think of The Slob when I finish reading it, but I'm already digging it a lot. Other than that, stay tuned for other posts and updates on my writing and the books. My books are coming out soon, May 15th, so keep an eye open for those. Otherwise, you can hit subscribe, hit like, share this video, scream it from the rooftops, tell all your friends, and yeah, other than that, stay cool, my friends. I'll see you next time. I'm Jesse D'Angelo. Peace out.